Well, this is why you don't get Toby Sunter to do anything. He never does it completely right. But anyway, I meant to sort of interview all the boys to talk about the second 15 this year. I have to say, looking back now, it's been a privilege to coach the second 15 to what was one of their best finishes ever. Normally in the past, the second 15's been treated like a bit of a social team. Boys haven't committed to it, but this year we were able to get really awesome commitment from the boys, and we had really aimed to be the second best team in the school. A number of new boys into the school committed, including the league players, and boys who had been with me since the under 15 team had 3 years in, really knew the systems, and we sort of had a really good understanding and built a really good chemistry. The year started reasonably well. Unfortunately, we lost one grading game in the last minute to last year's under 18 champions Papanui, and we were put in the second division, which was pretty disappointing. We thought we were a Div 1 team, but we came out and we really showed what we were up to, and we ended up beating a lot of the teams. We against St Andrews, we had a good win. Rangiora seconds, and that enabled us to put ourselves forward to go into Div 1. Our first game in Div 1 was against a team that ended up winning the whole thing, Christ College, at the upper, and we were really not ready for that game. We ended up getting hammered, but there were lots of good signs. We made 12 line breaks. Boys like Seth, Whawhatai, Armani were really carving them up, and I think for the boys it was just an eye-opener that they needed to really up their game and their physicality and their intensity. So in the next game when we played Sydenham, we were able to beat them for our first win, and that gave us a lot of confidence against the other second 15s, which use this grade to prepare their first 15s for the next year. So after that we had a good game against Beads, and then probably our highlight of the year was when we played Shirley Boys, who are normally very, very dominant at this grade, and we won by 60 points. And the team just clicked. Our run it from everywhere attitude, our physical nature enabled us to get an awesome win. This meant that we finished third in the round robin, and we played Christ College again in the semi-final on what was a very wet Saturday at Bob Dean's Oval. Unfortunately, we just started the game in a really bad way, and we couldn't get the win. We came back, but with a few boys out, a few boys having to go up, key boys going up to the first 15, it just meant that in the end we didn't have enough legs. But overall it's been a really successful year. Probably the success is getting a lot of the league boys like Seth, Malik, Marnie, Dominic involved in rugby, and they'll go on and be the backbone of the first 15 next year. Also some of the younger boys like Latrell, Ben Scarlett, Toby, Theo Fowler, not Toby, he's not young, enabled them to get ready for, and rather than playing an under 16 grade, play against some bigger guys, and they really stood up by the end of the season, and will put them in good stead for next year. So my hope now is that the majority of that team, there were only 3 year 13s in the team who were good enough to make it, that the majority of this team will go through and help the first 15 become fairly dominant next year. So hopefully next year and the years to come, we've started a trend of second 15 at St Thomas's being the second best team and going on and doing some really, really good things. So thanks to the boys and the parents for supporting, and again, look forward to next year.
Oh, g'day. My favourite moment for the second 15 this year was breaking lines, scoring tries. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Brody Flores. What I enjoyed the most for playing for the second 15 this year was playing rugby for the first time for the college and playing with some of my best mates and challenging ourselves against some of the top 10 in Christchurch.
Thanks, Brody. Again to the second 15 here. Jacob, what did you really enjoy about this second 15 season?
Probably putting a humble 50 points on Shirley Boys High School.
That's the one.
Thank you.
Second 15 year again. Mark, what did you enjoy about this year's season?
I enjoyed taking the school where we've never been before in Section 1, and I very much like not scoring one try for the third year running.
Thanks, mate. Where's one of our supporters this year, Louis Andrews. He's a great supporter for the second 15. What do you got to say, Louis?
Yeah, I really enjoyed getting along to the games, getting behind the boys. I really enjoyed watching the great structure they played with, the amazing hope they played with each game, every game. They strive to do their best. It really gave me some faith for the future of the school's rugby.
Inspirational, courageous, co-captain of the team, Toby Sunter. How did you enjoy the season?
Thanks, Mark. I really enjoyed this year's season. We're definitely the pioneers for second 15 in the Section 1 division. We took out a good old semi-final and did a great job against Christ College, but didn't manage to pull the one. But I really enjoyed the season.
Thank you.
Back again here with Theo Fowler. Theo, what did you enjoy about this year's season?
I really enjoyed the line-outs this year. I thought Mr. Barclay and Kieran Cole helped us to set up a good four-man line-out that we could base our attack off.
Thanks, Theo.